All right, this is Deanna Marie, and welcome back here to the Clue Seat. And today we're going to be talking about how you cannot fail. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so we're going to be in 1 Samuel chapter 30 today. You guys can read the whole thing. But the one verse that's going to stick out for you, I guess, is going to be 1 Samuel 30, verse 8. So you can read that, be blessed, and then let me go over everything now. All right, so in this chapter, David comes back from fighting. He's doing what God wants him to, and he gets back, and everything is gone from his camp when he gets there. All of his stuff, his wives, his men's stuff, his small little army. Saul is chasing around trying to kill him, and it's a really low moment for David because he's like, gosh, like, what's going on? Everything just got stolen from me. And so first thing he does is ask God, if I go and try to get this stuff back, am I going to get it? So for some of you guys need to pray. That's the first thing. If stuff looks really bad in your life right now, just say a prayer and ask him, like, hey, what do you want? What's the next step? He's going to tell you what the next step is, because what ends up happening is God says, go, you will pursue them and you'll overtake them. You won't fail. You can't fail right now. Whatever it is that he's telling you to do, you're not going to fail. Just ask him what he wants you to do and do it, because failure is not your portion right now in this time period for you. Okay. So David goes and starts just walking. He doesn't have a plan, really. He doesn't know what he's going to do or where they're at. He's just kind of goes after him. Half the men are pissed off at him. They don't want to go. They're ready to kill him. The other half, they're too tired. So David takes what little people that want to go with him, and he just starts walking towards this place. He has no idea what he's going to find or how he's going to beat him, right? Just move. So that might be a word for somebody. Just move. Just start doing the first step that he asks you to do. You don't need to know the whole plan. Just take the first step. Just take the leap of faith and go. David starts walking, and lo and behold, there ends up being an Egyptian that came from the people that just stole all of David's belongings and the men's belongings, right? And that's God for you. He'll do whatever he has to do to help you out and get the message to you when you're in obedience, when you are listening to him. So this Egyptian spills the beans, tells David everything, where they're at, what they're doing, and all he asks for is his life. But that is a messenger from God. That was a person that God used to deliver a message to David. But in order for David to receive that message, he had to take the leap of faith and start walking in the direction that God asked him to. So for some of you guys, I think God's probably telling you guys to do stuff. You have to, in order to get the next step, the next instruction, the information that you need, whatever you need to be blessed or anything like that, you have to start walking. Just start walking. It doesn't matter if it makes sense. It did not make sense for David to go try to do this. Everybody was tired. It didn't make sense, but God said to do it, so he did it, right? And it pays off because he goes and he gets back everything. Everything that was stolen from him is restored back. He didn't lose not one thing. And then on top of it, if I recall right, they get the spoils from the other camp too. So one, God's going to give you above and beyond what you're asking for. But you have to trust him enough and just listen and go on the path that he's asking you to go on, or do the things that he's asking you to do. I've already told you what you've been praying for. If you've been praying for a spouse, or you've been praying for, money, or you've been praying to be blessed in a specific way, oftentimes the blessing does not look like a blessing at all. It looks like it's like, oh my gosh, this is a lot. I don't know if I can handle this. And it's disguised that way because God wants to see if you have the faith to actually take the steps that he needs you to take in order to receive that blessing. So all you have to do is just start walking. Start walking on the path that he said to do. You don't have to know the whole plan. David did not know how he was going to beat them, where they were at. He got the instructions by following the obedience and the leading of God. That's how he received the instructions. Now, if you're not obeying God and God's telling you to do step 1, why do you think he's going to give you step 10? it doesn't make any sense. You have to go in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and get to 10. That's what he's asking some of you guys to do. So, in conclusion, you need to pray and ask God about whatever it is. The further instructions that you need, I guess, would be a good place to start. Open up that Bible, people. Open it up. That's how he talks to you. And just listen to the instructions. You don't have to know everything. He's not going to tell you everything, probably. You're just supposed to start walking. All right? So I don't know who needed to hear that, but I pray that it blessed you. All right? So I will see you guys next time. Like, share, subscribe as always, and I will see you back here next time.